Some of the fastest growing stocks of the past year aren't chip makers or data center plays at all, they're AI software companies. And even after massive moves, many investors believe they still have significant runway heading into 2026, which is why today we're breaking down 3 AI software pure plays that represent very different parts of the AI stack, very different risk profiles, and very different potential outcomes. Starting with the name almost everyone knows by now, Palantir, which has quietly become the undisputed heavyweight of AI software. The only one in this group sitting inside the S&P 500. And what makes Palantir unique isn't just government contracts. It's the fact that it functions like an operating system for organizations, bridging highly classified government intelligence with commercial enterprise operations, essentially doing 4 massive datasets what iOS does for your phone. And while many investors still associate Palantir almost entirely with government work, a huge part of the story heading into 2026 is the accelerating growth on the commercial side, especially after Palantir's recent beat-and-raise earnings report and its partnership with Accenture, which fundamentally changed its sales process by replacing long, drawn-out enterprise negotiations with hands-on bootcamp-style deployments where Accenture engineers install Palantir's platform directly into a company's data stack, demonstrate value almost immediately, and dramatically shorten the sales cycle, which is why many investors believe Palantir could see a surge in commercial adoption over the next few years. Alongside continued government catalysts like its ship operating system for the submarine force. And of course no Palantir discussion is complete without addressing valuation concerns, because the stock trades at levels that make many people wonder whether it's the first domino if the AI bubble ever bursts. But rather than focusing purely on price-to-earnings ratios, long-term investors often look at the Rule of 40, which combines revenue growth and profit margins. And by that measure, Palantir remains extremely healthy, balancing growth and spending in a way that suggests its expansion may still be early rather than exhausted, even if the pace slows from the explosive gains of the last year. Which brings us to the second company on this list, SoundHound, a much smaller and far more volatile name, but one that plays a completely different role in the AI ecosystem, because if Palantir is the operating system, SoundHound is the voice, providing customizable AI voice assistants that allow companies to retain control of their data instead of handing it over to giants like Google or Amazon. And that's why SoundHound is already embedded in real-world applications people interact with every day. From Stellantis vehicles like Jeep to AI-powered drive-thrus at restaurants like Jersey Mike's. But despite that traction, SoundHound stock has been extremely volatile, largely because the company has been aggressively acquiring other businesses like Amelia, burning cash in the process, and now finds itself in what many analysts describe as the show-me phase of AI, where investors no longer care about demos or experiments and instead demand clear paths to profitability, which is why the upcoming earnings reports and guidance are so critical, especially since management has stated profitability could arrive in the first half of 2026. And if SoundHound delivers on that timeline, the combination of a depressed share price, improving analyst sentiment, and a growing backlog estimated around $600 to $700 million could act as a powerful catalyst, especially given that software like this is never a one-time sale but requires ongoing updates, customization, and integration as voice becomes the dominant way humans interact with AI, which is why many believe SoundHound could be one of the most important beneficiaries of the shift from keyboards to conversation. And finally, we arrive at the most speculative name on the list, BigBear.ai, which operates more like an application layer sitting on top of platforms like Palantir, specializing in parsing massive amounts of video and visual data, an area many believe will define the next phase of AI inference alongside audio, particularly for government security, transportation, and surveillance use cases. And while BigBear was once more of a staffing-heavy analytics business with relatively low margins, its acquisition of Palantir dramatically shifted the business toward high-margin vision, AI, and biometrics, boosting potential profit margins from roughly 15% into the 60% range, while also securing government certifications that mirror Palantir's, opening the door for tightly integrated government systems where Palantir provides the secure operating system and BigBear delivers video intelligence on top. And although the stock has been extremely volatile since its earlier run-up and pullback, the company has been aggressively repositioning itself through acquisitions like Palantir and AskSage, expanding into chatbot and large language model capabilities, raising hundreds of millions in cash to fund further growth, and positioning itself as a suite of AI applications rather than a single product. Which is why many analysts expect continued volatility but also acknowledge that consolidation and execution could define whether BigBear emerges as a long-term winner by 2026. And the bigger takeaway across all 3 companies is that AI software is no longer about who has the flashiest demo. It's about who can prove real-world value, monetize consistently, and survive the transition from experimentation to profitability. And while Palantir offers scale and stability, SoundHound represents a leveraged bet on voice-driven AI, and BigBear.ai is a higher-risk, higher-reward play on video intelligence. And as always, This video is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. So make sure to do your own research or consult with a licensed financial professional before making any investment decisions.